Hi and welcome back to my channel. So today we are reacting to a video called When AI Gets an Innocent Man Arrested. Yeah, you got that right. When AI gets an innocent man arrested by EW Bodycam's channel, our lovely friends. they don't know me, of course, but what the hell? Now we use AI to arrest people? What? Oh, what? Anyway, if you wanna subscribe, comment, like, you know what to do. And without further ado, let's watch and react.
So, very, very peculiar. Peppermill has this pretty sophisticated artificial intelligence software that analyzes faces of previous trespassers. And they get a 100% match on this guy who, whenever they trespassed them before, presented an ID that had a different name. They look like the same exact guy.
I am not Mike. I don't know nothing about Mike.
So either he is who he says he is and he's not have ever actually trespassed, which is out because their software is pretty cool.
The software is pretty cool. So, is of course lying to us. Of course is lying to us. What are you talking about? Now we use AI for these serious things? Oh my god, we are doomed!
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And the fact that he's acting super suspicious.
Yeah,
I'll be 100% honest. Could legitimately be you have a doppelganger running around.
Well, unless I've gone crazy, I'm pretty sure it's not me.
Nightmare becomes reality at a Reno, Nevada casino when AI facial recognition technology misidentifies someone, leading to a wrongful arrest and lands an innocent man behind bars.
What good is the ID then? Why do I even carry that mother?
The following
They don't trust their ID, they think it's a fake.
is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. On September 17, 2023, the Peppermill Casino calls the Reno Police Department to report that a trespasser has unlawfully returned to the casino. They report that they have the man in custody. He's claiming to go by an entirely different name than the man they've previously trespassed. Officer Richard Jagger arrives at the casino at 5:48 a.m.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Cringe. ¿Cómo estás? Cringe.
Oh, thank God you're here.
The man declaring his relief at the sight of the officer is 40-year-old Jason Killinger, who is accused of trespassing at the Peppermill Casino.
So what's going on?
So we got this system-generated alert, prior trespasser,
Okay.
and we made contact and arrested him, and he claimed that wasn't him. And
What does my
so
name
we're just
say
trying
on that
to
ID?
get you guys to make a phone call.
So, your creepy AI software is saying that this person is another guy and you don't believe him, his ID doesn't match your previous trespasser, and you still don't believe him, and you believe this AI software, you go, we are fucked. We are fucked. Look at this, loser.
So what's the issue, you guys? Did he have a different driver's license or a secondary one, or has he got more property than just this one?
Just that, those effects.
Why did you open that thing? Why?
It's none of my business.
And that's it.
One second, pal.
But no other forms of identification. Things in his pocket.
You guys ran this information through our dispatch?
Through your guys' dispatch? No.
They can? The casino people can run information about people through your system? Through the police system? What? What? No! No!
But after hours, comes back as that being who he says he is on his ID, but
He's saying who he is and it matches, but my software doesn't trust him. But I trust the software. This is crazy.
that's what we went off right there.
Yeah, and this is one of those things. You guys have this fancy software that does all this stuff, so it's like,
Officer, what's your name?
This fancy software that does all this stuff. What are you talking about, bitch? My God. The software is right. 100%. He's wrong.
1 second, man.
A few months earlier, a man named Michael had been trespassed from
It
the
doesn't
casino
look
for
like him.
sleeping on the premises.
All right, man.
Doesn't even look
So
like
this is
him.
who you are?
Yes. What your Miss Jagger is your first name or last name?
Last name.
All right, Mr. Jagger. Yes, that is who I am. I drive the semis for UPS. I am not Mike. I don't know nothing about Mike. I'm a craps player here. Look, there's my socks for
Okay.
UPS. Can you please, you got a gun here. Will you please take me out of these cuffs? My shoulders are killing me.
You're going to sit there for a minute, man. So,
This is crazy.
when he gave you this information, did you guys verify it against an ID, or how does that work?
So in that report there's an ID on there as well, and we can show you that one.
Okay.
Jason, a long combination vehicle driver, had been playing craps until about 3 a.m. when he decided to leave the Peppermill and go to the Atlantis casino. On his way out, he stopped at a blackjack machine and started playing. There, he was approached by a security guard who addressed him as Mike. When Jason clarified that he was not Mike and presented the guard with his driver's license, the guard apologized and walked away. However, as Jason attempted to leave, he was surrounded by security guards and handcuffed.
They didn't believe him. This is crazy. This is crazy. They don't believe him. Still.
Was told that he was under arrest for trespassing.
Just need a break. My shoulders are killing me.
These people are...
So that's the ID that he presented. I'll be.
Look at the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Weird. Very weird. Right, let me snap a picture of that. I'll run both names.
The casino's AI facial
They're fat. That's it. It's not the same person. Like, look at Michael's eyes. They are almost closed. They have something. They look a little bit alike, but you can clearly see it's not the same person.
recognition software positively identified Jason as Michael, the man they had trespassed.
Let me step out just so I get better reception.
Yeah. The only thing that was weird is to go out and, lift him up and see how tall he is.
Yeah.
It's
on
because
this.
that says he's 5'9" and that says 6'1".
Yeah.
This isn't the only difference between...
Yeah, they look a little bit alike, but it's not the same person. Clearly.
Michael and Jason's IDs. Jason is listed as 7 years younger than Michael and says that he weighs 50 pounds more. As well, the signatures are different. In his report, Officer Jagger wrote, quote, "The associated demographics on each driver's license were fairly similar, with the only major distinction being hazel and blue eyes, which are by their very nature similar eye colors and are dependent upon lighting."
The pictures are very, the nose.
And then we have our new system, our new facial recognition system, and that's what it's telling us. It's telling us that it's looking at it, and it's doing that. And then there was another one that came up when he was at the RTRK, which is one of our better cameras. This is right before we arrested him. We looked at it and said, that's him. And it came up.
100%. Okay.
I cannot believe this shit right now. They're trusting a software over an ID. Why? We don't need any more IDs because now there's AI. So doomed.
That match.
Yeah. So if the software is saying it, that it's legit.
Right. And it's
So he
pretty damn accurate.
So either he presented a fake identification the first time, or he's presenting it now. Even if he had a twin, it wouldn't be 100%
Right?
on the facial, right?
I wouldn't think so, but I don't know, because they say twins share DNA, right?
But
Well, I guess it depends upon if they're identical.
I've seen identical twins where it's like moms can tell them apart.
Right.
So it's,
The other thing
Moms cannot tell apart twins? What kind of mom cannot tell their kids? Oh my god, this this cop is a bitch.
kind of made us feel suspicious, or
Yeah.
us managers, was right after our officers made contact,
Yeah?
and they saw the ID that he's presenting today,
Uh-huh.
and they're like, okay, it's not the same guy. He immediately gets up and starts cashing out, like running for the door. I'm like, okay, if it really wasn't him, why is he running for
why
the
is he
door?
getting ready to leave?
Because you're rude? And because you almost arrested him? That's why.
Jason would later explain that earlier that night he played at the Legends Bay Casino, the Nugget Casino, and the El Dorado Casino before arriving at the Peppermill around 11:30 p.m. He claimed that each time he was up $200, he would move on to a new casino, and just before his arrest, he had made $200. He also estimated that prior to the 16th, he had gambled hundreds of times at the Peppermill without incident. After speaking with the Peppermill employee, Officer Jagger calls to check the police records.
And it's also his business if you wanna go or stay. It's none of your business.
It's none of my business.
I have a precarious situation. Trying to positively identify somebody who may or may have or may be using a fake ID. So I've got two
Or may
names, two Nevada driver's license numbers, and all that. If there's a chance I could have you run both and see if any of them come back, and maybe send me pictures in an email of what their IDs come back as.
Yep.
Huh. That is super weird. Do you see resemblance in those?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
But yeah, they're the 83.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to see resemblance.
That's super weird.
Because
So I have a
you're
feeling these are
weirdo.
both the same guy, but he has different IDs. That's
Really?
crazy. Because their software here, they have this facial recognition software here at the Peppermill, and he came back as a 100% match for the character who was
It wasn't 100% first of all. It was 99 point something. So where did you get this 100%? I don't know.
previously trespassed.
Yeah.
So this is definitely a weird one. So I have a feeling he's somehow making some fake identification or something. But
your
I mean, if
feeling
you're
is
pulling him up, then they're legitimate.
Yeah, they're both for the DMV at least. He's somehow able to get them.
With this discovery that both Michael and Jason's IDs are legitimate, Officer Jagger calls his supervisor, once again explaining that the Peppermill's AI technology came back with a 100% match that Jason and Michael are the same person.
Then this guy that they have now detained presents a different ID with a different name, Jason Killinger, and that has a matching photo for him now. I mean, the photos are different photos, but they look like the same exact guy. The only difference is one has a chin goatee. But definitely super weird. So all of these driver's licenses are both valid. So either he is who he says he is, and he's not actually ever actually trespassed, which I doubt
Exactly.
because their software is pretty cool, and the fact that he's acting super suspicious. Two, I just have a feeling somehow maybe he's got a hookup with the DMV where he's got two different driver's licenses that are registered with the Department of Motor Vehicles.
Oh my
with the-
god, oh my god. They're making this simple thing hard. This guy, this genius, have tricked the system. But AI has catched him in the act. This cop is a that's it.
For names and dates of birth. So, I guess I'll arrest him on that,
Yeah,
and then just
sure.
list him as a John Doe, and then have him booked in for a wins check. Alrighty, well, that solves that.
These people have power over you. These dumb motherfuckers have power over you. Let that sink in. It's gonna arrest him. He's not believing the reality. He's believing the AI software fancy thing.
So you guys got a complaint,
Yeah, well, we got filled out for you.
and then
We got the statement and all that good stuff.
statement already done. Easy peasy. So right now, because I can't identify you, man, it's weird. Because essentially it looks like you have two names. I don't know, man. So I can't identify you.
So what happens now? This officer is clearly wrong. He's arresting an innocent man, making him losing time, stressing him. What's gonna happen to this officer that's clearly wrong? Nothing. He can do whatever he wants with you. That is crazy.
Fortunately, that means that they can't cite you.
Officer Jagger collects Jason's things, which includes his driver's license, a Peppermill player's card in the name Jason Killinger, and a debit card from his credit union in the name of Jason Killinger.
If you can't be cited, then you are arrested. So,
I'm arrested.
Sure.
yep, I'm going
to
to.
jail?
Yep,
Are you kidding me?
I'm not a joker, man. So, you'll be arrested and you'll get fingerprinted up at the jail, and then they'll be able to discern your identity and what the mix-up is with this stuff. I'll be 100% honest. Could legitimately be you have a doppelganger running around, but they are strikingly similar. And
They are not believing the reality. The reality. They're not believing this poor man, his documents, his things. This is crazy.
enough, their fancy AI technology that
Can't figure
reads
it out.
faces. No, it says it's a 100% match. But at this point, our hands are tied because, you know, a reasonable and prudent person would, based off the software, based off the pictures, based off of even your driver's license picture, make the reasonable conclusion that
They are not the same person! This is what a reasonable person would do.
all three are the same person, just two different IDs
Can
with two
you
different
look at
names.
the back of the IDs? Because I have all the endorsements except for motorcycle and hazmat.
Okay.
Other than that, I got all the endorsements.
But that's the thing is
Is his a CDL?
so that's the thing is it's a either someone else is using your stuff or you're using somebody else's stuff, and unfortunately you look too much like the guy in that picture, so much so that the fancy computer that does all the face scanning of everybody who walks in this casino makes the same determination that my feeble human brain does. So
Jason's ID is a Nevada Real ID driver's license. In order to obtain a Nevada Real ID driver's license, a person must present themselves at the DMV with proof of identity such as a birth certificate or a current U.S. passport or U.S. passport card, a social security card, and 2 documents proving Nevada residence.
I can't believe I'm going through this.
Yeah, me
All I
too,
want to do
man.
is play some goddamn dice and make some money.
Yeah.
If I got a check stub from my work,
check stub.
yeah, would that prove it to you guys?
Honestly, man,
No.
the only
No.
way is gotta get your fingerprints out.
They made up
Later,
their
Jason
minds.
would reveal
They
that
don't
along with a check
care.
stub in his vehicle, he also had a current vehicle registration for his car in his name, a Department of Transportation medical card, a Teamsters Local 533 union card, and a valid vehicle insurance card, all in his name.
They don't
Officer
care.
Jagger's police report would later state that, quote, due to John Doe conflicting identification, he lacked satisfactory evidence to reasonably assure me that he was who he claimed to be.
It's not me.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
dude.
it's one of those. Like I said, man, if it turns out that it's not you, then it's one of those ones you can call the director and be like, "Hey, man, your software is made it a critical error.
This is what my
And then what?
It's not built for comfort.
dude.
It's not built for comfort, pal. Very sorry."
Before he leaves, another officer arrives at the casino and Officer Jagger takes the opportunity to once again explain the situation.
Yeah.
It's super weird. This poor guy might be like legitimately somebody else, and something else. I don't know.
I don't know. You know.
Soon, Officer Jagger begins the drive to the Washoe County Detention Facility.
I'll be honest, I don't know what to think, because usually those systems are pretty good. Like,
Right.
we've used those systems in the past to catch homicide suspects.
Sure.
So, like, they're fairly reliable. So if it comes back, you know, one angle on your face, it was 99%. The other one was 100%.
Is that right?
Yeah, so it's like, it says that you're that guy.
Well, unless I've gone crazy, I'm pretty sure it's not me.
Yeah. You seem like a stand-up guy, and it's probably a really terrible case of mistaken identity.
I can't believe I've been.
And you know it.
Bitch, me too.
That's the weird part.
I've never been arrested. Never. Not once. What the good is the ID then? Why do I even carry that mother? That one young security guard man like a robot. That's what pisses me off, is because they don't think, you know. It's like, well, this is what I was taught. Use your head. And then people aren't smart enough to think for themselves. They're just not.
Yep. Fortunately, it's the world we live in.
The things this officer is saying are so infuriating. Shut up. Shut up. It's better for everybody. Just do it and shut up.
If all goes well, you should be out of those cuffs in the next, hopefully, 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay, good. Because some that looks like me was sleeping in the casino. It's not me.
Despite Jason's continued protests, Officer Jagger hands him off to the jail staff. Jason's fingerprints were soon submitted for analysis.
Best of luck, man.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, so
That's weird.
it's super weird. So it's one of those ones, like, I genuinely, like, I kind of believe him.
Yeah.
It wasn't long before the fingerprint analysis conclusively established that Jason had been telling the truth all along, and he...
What now? Arrest the officer now. Because he was wrong!
was in fact Jason Killinger. Later that same day, around 4 p.m., Jason was released from the jail on his own recognizance. The day after his release on September 18, 2023, he went to renowned Urgent Care Vista, where he was diagnosed with a strain of both the right and left shoulder and contusions on both wrists. On July 30, 2025, Jason filed a complaint in federal court against Reno police officer Richard Jagger. While at the jail and after his identity had been confirmed, his arrest papers were changed from John Doe to Jason Killinger. The federal complaint states that this meant Jason would be prosecuted for trespassing, even though Michael had been the only one who was trespassed.
Wait, what? Oh my god! They charged him with the trespassing of the other guy? This is crazy. Oh my god. We are fine.
The complaint, Jason's charge of trespassing was eventually dismissed. However, he now has a criminal record. According to the complaint, facial recognition technology has led to wrongful arrests in Louisiana, New Jersey, Maryland, and Texas. Many cities now conclude that for an arrest there has to be some kind of secondary corroborating evidence that is unrelated before there can be sufficient justification to arrest. Jason Killinger's case remains ongoing.
I am shook. I am completely scared. I cannot believe this. Oh my god.
You're doing too much.
Oh my god. I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.